in different clips. And any questions you guys got along the way, and I'll explain kind of how we do it as we watch the clips and all that stuff. Okay, does that sound good?
Sound good, Coach.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna try to share the screen with you. Does everybody understand kind of what I'm talking about on that? Can everybody see the video? Everybody see it?
Yes. We got you.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, now. Okay, these first, I'm going to try to make it big here. The first one I'm going to go over is what we call just cover three. We just call plain covers three. In our 3-4 base, when we call three, okay, basically the safety in a 4-shell look is going to roll to the blitzer. Okay, he's going to roll to the blitzer. So we can call any inside linebacker blitz. I'm going to show you some of our different blitzes, whether it's an outside or inside guy. And, like what I like to do is they're not going to be all proper right clips, right? I'm going to show you, there'll be some times guys do it right and it's pretty good. And there'll be some times when they do it poorly. And so right here we have a Cowboy 2, which is an inside linebacker exchange blitz, a guy right here. Okay. And so now we tell these guys to hold their water as long as they can. Usually, we want them rolling right when the ball snapped. We want to hold that look as a quarterbacks and they're looking and all that stuff. A lot of times quarterbacks will help you with their mannerisms. Like sometimes quarterbacks, they don't bring their hands up until the ball's about to get snapped. And so that's a big indicator a lot of times. Hey, wait till those hands come up on the quarterback, then boom. And if they look, we gave it away. If we have time to look, we can change it also. Does everybody follow me? Okay. Again, if you guys have any questions on it, let me know. So we have a little exchange blitz here. Okay, now the safety, they do a pretty good job here, I think. See how they roll right on the snap. So, we'll give him that 4-shell look. He rolls down. Now you get him. He just becomes another linebacker in the box, okay, for the run. Now, here's where we did a poor job. Okay, this guy, we tell them when we have an inside backer blitz in that safety inserting, we tell this guy to widen, be patient. He's really playing pass first. He's playing the RPO. So this guy technically should be about 6, right in here somewhere. Probably, 6 yards off the ball. Okay, inside leverage of number 2. And just clear his cleats, we say, and be slow. Now, if he does that, boom, right here, he's going to be really slow. He's going to be there a lot quicker. Now, the corner saw it, did a great job. Make great tackle, but the outside backer's way too fast. But you get the point. That's a good roll. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, I'm going to show you several variations of this. Okay, this is an outside linebacker blitzing, so the safety's going to replace him. Now, usually on the inside linebacker, when inside linebacker, but that safety's rolling, usually if he's rolling in the box, we say, hey, you're going to roll to that 5-yard depth where generally our linebacker's depth's going to be at, give or take a little bit, depending on the situation in the formation look. But outside, typically we like those safeties. Our guys get too tight. You're going to see a lot of these. I'm going to tell you the safeties rolling too tight. And I like them to roll around 7, maybe 6 yards. So then they have time to see it and reroute and all that stuff when they're rolling outside on a number 2 receiver, number 3, a lot of times our guys will roll down to 3 yards and then they're all messed up. They get too tight. But now they hold it pretty good, give the 4-shell look. They get the call. Okay, he's rolling here because the linebacker here is running a stud cross. That means he's first. He's going to go inside. The end's looping around, just an exchange shot to him in the end. Now the safety, he rolls, replace him, and he does a decent job there. He's rolling about 6 yards. He just needs to clear his cleats, try to reroute. We got to try to reroute. We're in cover 3, especially 2x2 sets for 4 verticals. You know, we try to tell those guys, and that's another reason I love those safeties rolling a little bit deeper, 6-7 yards, especially if they have a 2 or 3, because they need to reroute, and they got a lot better shot of rerouting if teams are going to try to run 4 verticals on us. Okay, so that was pretty good. That was pretty good roll there. Oh, I got the sound on here. Come on, man. You can't get. Okay, you're going to see now the safety here rolling. Okay, it's an outside linebacker blitz again. We have a warrior now. It's exchange between these guys. We got a TE here. Okay, we got a stud cross here. Okay, 4-man exchange. Okay, and the safety's going to roll down. And apologize for some reason my clicker to turn my audio is not working. I'm trying to get it working all morning. And then he's going to go. Now, the only thing, see, I think he rolls too tight here. Okay, he's rolling down to about, 4-3 yards there. He's a little bit too fast. If he's here, he can see it better. Okay, and then he's going to make that D end right. He should be outside first. Now the D end goes outside, so he goes inside, then D end comes back inside. You got 2 guys in the same hole. And so the safety should have been a little bit slower. If that happens with the end, he comes out here. But a lot of times we're going to tell the end, depending on the blitz, okay, he should stay outside there. Okay, we don't want those guys going to a gap, okay, and then trying to come back to another gap, because then you get 2 guys in the same hole. So he needs to stay outside, and the safety would insert inside like he's doing. But if he's a little more patient, if something like that happens, then he could make the play outside. But still, we're not in bad shape.
Hey,
Okay.
Todd, on that.
What's
Todd,
that?
hey, Coach, on that. So
Yeah.
since there's the number 2 goes in motion, does he not have coverage responsibility?
If number 2 goes in motion, let me, I got to visualize it. Okay, if this guy goes in motion.
Yeah, he takes off. So when the safety rolls down, he doesn't look like he's got coverage responsibility. He's not IM1. Is that
the safety rolling?
Yeah.
You talking about the safety rolling, Coach?
Yep.
Yeah, he does, but he sees run, But you're right, he's too tight. The tighter is, he can't see run or pass very good, and so that's why I like him to roll deeper, about 6-7 yards, clear his cleats to see run or pass. And then he's going to have time to reroute. He's going to have time to do all those things. Okay, so we just have to make sure, okay, that we're doing is, does that kind of answer your question? Or
Yeah, he just didn't look like he was checking one for.
Yeah, we're going to be pretty aggressive on that. If depends what those guys get, on that. So, but outside back, same thing. We just kind of squat, clear a cleats when we're underneath guy, clear the cleats, see the exchange, look through that last man line scrimmage to the backfield and go. And he's going to go. Now, this is a max 2. Now this exchange between the inside backer and the nose guard. Inside backers slanting and the nose guards looping around. Most of and we blitz a lot. Most of our 4-man blitzes a lot of them are exchanges, as you'll see here, and it's all determined really off the zone read play, because that's for the most part, that's everybody's favorite play. Okay, so all our exchange stuffs, certain exchanges we like away from the back, certain we like to the back, that are good for the zone read. And how we play the zone read, we want everything cutting back. Okay, we want to say, hey, you can't hit the front side or the back side. We want it cutting back how we play our defense. And so we have a max 2 now. The safety rolls inside now. Now this one, he probably rolled. Let's see, the quarterback's up. Sometime the roll is going to be early if he thinks it's going to be snap, which is fine. Now, again, we're pretty solid in the run inside here. Okay, now, this again, okay, is not a bad job. He gets that vertical right at him, so he's going to be laid on the slant. But how we try to do it is like our offense. When they see that inside linebacker up here, okay, they do it in practice all the time, they're going to hit the RPO with the tight end, right? And so sometimes we'll bait them into that, right? They've seen us enough. A lot of times we'll bait them into that, and that safety has a chance to break that up or make a play on an interception. So when we game plan, we look at, hey, do they like to throw a lot of the RPOs into the inside receiver in this formation? Do they like to throw it to that wing guy, the H guy, or do they like to throw it to the tight end or the number 2? Or do they like to go to the weak side, okay, to the boundary and throw to number 1, right? Okay. And so that's why we play these different versions of cover 3, where these linebackers, I don't even care if they show it early like that too, because if that safety holds it, that quarterback sees that and he goes, man, I'm going to dump it to that tight end. The safety holds it, and he can make a play on it. He can, we have guys pick that or at least break it up. They better pick it or break it up or I'm going to jump their ass. Because that's why we're calling the damn thing. And so that's what we're going to determine our game plan, because I'm going to get to, after we get to this 3, I'm going to go to our 2 other versions of cover 3 as we go here and just give you looks to it. Now, again, I think the safety, again, he's a little too soon on the roll, but sometimes that'll happen. Guys get impatient. Now, this guy's not very good, or outside backer, because he just running to a spot. He should be running at this guy. And then, boom, he could turn and get in that window of that slant in that RPO because he saw it was passed. Corner did a nice job anyway, so we're in good shape. Okay, here's another max 2 again. You're going to see the max 2, the inside backer and nose exchange stunt. Okay, now again, this safety here is rolling probably a little too soon. Okay, again, he's not bad. He's about at 5 yards, 5.5. He comes down, he sees exchange in the RPO. Sees the shade. Oh shit, he turns around, getting under the formation. We got 3 guys around the football. Pretty good play. Again, when you get blitzes up there, those backers up there, that quarterback's making them think now, hey, do I give it? They got guys in the box. Hey, that guy's going to be open. Force them to throw the pass in the RPO. And we're in good shape. Anybody any questions on that so far? Good? Okay, now here's a stud field. Here's another outside linebacker blitz. Now, what we will also do here at times, okay, if he has a stud blitz on, this safety, as he rolls, he has the option. He can give him a spill call. Okay, and you guys all know spill. That means this guy could take the inside gap or spill the second level. Now, he doesn't really have to. Sometimes I'll give him the option. Hey, if you're the safety, hey, safety, give a spill call. If he hears it, he can do it. Switch it up. I might say, hey, this week I want you giving a spill call every time. And a lot of times I like spilling and I like the ball going east and west. And then that safety's unblocked. But if he doesn't give a spill call, which he doesn't hear, then that safety's got to insert here. Okay, now, like I said, the safety, we want him rolling to 6 or 7 most of the time if there's a number 2 or 3 receiver out here. Okay. If there's only one removed way out here, I mean, he could roll to that 5 or 6, or he could roll a little bit tighter. Okay, he could be a little bit tighter, then he'd fit that seam a little bit better. But see the open window, man, he should be going sooner, man, hitting that. But if he gives a spill call, this guy could make a play and then bounce out here, and then it's easy play for him. But again, there's merit to either way. Some guys, I visited with a Rand up in Wisconsin, was at Southern Illinois, and he wasn't really a spill guy. He was a leverage guy, just to keep your outside leverage. So it's just, what you like to do. I like spilling a little bit better. That inside backer does a nice job. This inside backer does a really nice job to show you some different things. Good job beating the block and going. Okay, so that's our outside backer. Here's another outside backer blitz. Now, okay, this is an inside backer blitz again. Cover 3. Now, again, I wish these guys would hold it longer, but teams teams that know us, they will try to hold it and try to get us to give our look. Sometimes we do a good job, better than others. We kind of give it away, but that's fine. It really doesn't matter. We get a tackle for a loss here. Okay, but again, we're good inside the run. A lot of teams, when they see this stuff, they're throwing the RPO. A lot of times, if they see the corner off, they're going to throw the RPO to number one. Okay, so we'll switch it up and try to hold our looks and give different looks with our blitz game. Some of these I'll go through really quick unless you guys have questions. Now we have a stud to the field. So we have an outside backer blitz to the field. Okay, and we go cover three. So now when we're in trips, I'm going to give you guys different formation looks. Okay, but now the safety will roll to number two, and this inside backer now, he'll apex it. He'll be the three player. So this inside backer is a three player. He's a two player. We're zone, but that's their drop's going to be off. Hey, if they're the two player or the three player. And that's all they got to know. So the safety will roll down to the two player to reroute. He'll apex here, play the three. Try to reroute the three if he sees pass. So again, this is what's good in these RPOs and trips. A lot of people getting trips. They're throwing bubbles. They're throwing hitch screens and all and jailbreaks and all these screens out here, rolling the safeties out here. Okay, showing that blitz look. A lot of times that quarterback will pull and try to throw something out here, which he does, but we got plenty of numbers out there. Tries to throw a screen. So it's a pretty good look, especially if we show it and get that quarterback confused. Okay, now here you're going to see safety not roll really great. Okay, it's an inside backer blitz, a max between him and the nose guard. So now he knows he can be slower, like I said before. He could probably be 6 yards over by the hash, 6-7 yards by the hash. Okay, he's going to blitz. That safety should be rolling to replace him. Now the safety, when he rolls to that hook curl area, he's really the three player. Okay, everybody follow me? He's a three player. Okay, so to me, you know, how they should have played this guy should have rolled and this guy should have stayed to deep third. Because we want him rolling. And either way is fine. We kind of sometimes will give those guys flexibility, say who the roll guy is and who isn't. And then sometimes we got to say, hey, the guy to the trip side's rolling and the other guy's not. The thing is, he needs to roll inside and squat and clear his cleats and not just run out to number three. Okay, he needs to get in here and square up, play it. He sees this guy's not running around blocking, and he's got to be faster on the quarterback because he is the quarterback player on that. So he doesn't do a great job. It's okay, but he's just a little bit late on it. Okay, everybody follow me on that? And you'll see it from here, the end zone. Okay, he jumps out. Don't jump out to number three. You know, his ass should have been maybe cheat his alignment over here a little bit, roll straight down to 5 yards or so, clear his cleats, diagnose the play. By his alignment, he'll be in the window if he's squatting there of a quick RPO. He'll be in the window. A lot of times by alignments, you can take away RPOs just by your alignment. Okay, so he needs to do a better job in alignment. Then he can play that quarterback better because he has to play the quarterback in that zone read. Again, it's not horrible. Okay, now this is across to the field. Now this is one. Okay, this is one. Now this guy's fast as a bat right here, man. This guy flies. He scores on this one, I think. Now they roll. The timing's pretty good on the roll. It's just what we want, right? You guys, you see it? It's just what we want. Okay. He sees the blitz. Okay. He pulls the ball in this RPO. We got a safety rolling right to this, but again, he let him in, or he stayed inside, but he didn't get his hands on him. He needs to try to get his hands on the guy. But they make a good play, he gets behind him, threads a needle, and boom, he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry, we did catch him. That was our fast corner. Got in camp with the Broncos. Good thing we had him, otherwise that guy does score. But yeah, I mean, they just made a good play here, but the safety, that's why he needs to do a better job of not staring in the backfield. See number two as he rolls down and try to get his hands on him a little bit. Just disrupt the timing and the route a little bit. And I think we're in good shape on it. Okay, Warrior 3. Now, Warrior, again, it's a four-man exchange shunt. We got a stud cross. Again, just what we want. Okay, now he throws the RPO with a safety right over the top. I don't know why he did, but even though we rolled a little early, but he did it. Okay, we'll take that all day. You know, they get 3-4 yards. Could have been a little bit quicker, but not bad. Just didn't, you know, like to hold the stem a little bit longer, but not bad. Okay, now this is Colorado Mines. As you well know, they've been in the national championship the last 2 years. This was last year. We were ahead at this time. I think we were ahead 20, or not this early. We were ahead behind here, but we were ahead 20-3 at one time in this game. Should have won. But now this is what we'll do sometimes here. Okay, we go stud field because they like to sprint out. So we go stud field, to pull out the sprint out. Okay, we roll the safety down to number 2. The inside backer does a good job. Okay, most of the time with motions, I like to keep it simple. Hey, just bump, guys. All we're going to do, know if you're the 2 or 3 player. He knows he's a 3 player. We're in a 2x2 set. Well, now they go to a 3x1 set, 2x2. So this inside backer knows he's a 3 player. This guy's becoming the 3 player. This guy's blitzing. So he needs to widen out where he apexes or inside, you know, about 2 yards inside number 2 or number 3, because he's a 3 player. So we're in really good shape in this roll pass. He needs to sink a little bit. Okay, not cover, but if he sinks a little bit, he's in good shape. We got guys covered. We pull the quarterback up, makes a bad throw. Okay, so, you know, that was pretty good there. Okay, stud 3. You're going to see this. Okay, now again, I think we rolled a little bit too fast, but not bad. Not bad. Sometimes, you know, if the quarterback's hands are up there set, we got to tip it sometimes. You know, and if they look, if they all look, they can look, and we can change the call, or we can stay in the call if we like it. But this is pretty good. We got guys covered. He does a pretty good job here, even though he rolls a little bit too soon. We get a big sack fumble on it. Pretty good coverage here. And over stud. Now this is a different front. Okay, we go with an over. We over to it. We're going one gap over. Good pressure by the outside backer. Get the sack. Okay. Okay, max weak. Okay, again, watch them run here. Now this is max weak 3. So the inside guy's back, safety now. We do a pretty good job of rolling. Okay, rolling down 5 yards. Now the outside backer knows he could probably be a little wider, maybe a little looser. But right now he sees this guy sprint outside. He needs to get over the top of that sucker. He does a great job of just running through that, getting outside, running right through the guy. And then you got the safety that rolls down. He's a 3 player right now, so he knows he's got to get wide over here to the 3 once that back releases. Everybody's got the run fits. He's outside, he's inside. That's a pretty good job there for hardly any gain. See the end zone. See him roll to 3. He could probably be a little bit quicker, but pretty good job. All the guys playing the line. Okay. Max week 3 again. Again, I'm giving you some different formations. Here's a 2-back again. The 3 players in the backfield. Safety rolls down, same type of play. He would be out here, but now they run the ball. Safety inserts here. Not much air. Here you can see the exchange or max or the inside backer. Okay, now he showed here. We like to show one side, maybe bring it to the other side. He's slanting here. Nose guard comes around. Nice little exchange. They both get it on the play. Good little play in the zone. We like to run max 2. Inside max 2. Stud cross. A couple more of these, and we'll get to the next 3. Now, again, pretty good job. See how he rolls down on the snap? Boom. That's good. That's a good play there. 3rd and 4. Now, if we tackle, better run our feet. Okay, it would have been better. We let him get a couple extra yards through the contact. But again, they see the blitz. He thinks pull. We roll the safety down. Okay. Should have a good play out of it. Just hold our looks again as long as we can. Okay. Now, this next one's cheat. You see it at the top. Okay. Now, cheat, our another cover three is cheat is the safety is going to roll to the receiver strength. Everybody follow me. So the safety's rolling to the receiver strength. So we could still have an inside blitz, but when we go like max 2, you saw some of those, we go cheat. Now that safety will roll to the receiver strength, the number 2 receiver. The number 2 receiver to the receiver strength, not inside replacing the inside backer. Everybody follow me? So the thing is in these cover threes, when you have 4 underneath, they have to do a great job of communicating. Okay, who's curl flat, who's hook curl, right? Who's the 2 and 3 player. So they have to do a great job because now with the safety not replacing the inside backer, that changes that outside backer's not the curl flat anymore. He is the hook curl because that safety's rolling to the receiver strength. So we'll go through these. If you have any questions, you're not following me. And then we don't even have them, but sometimes we'll run ETs, TEs, different just D-line exchanges or just base, stuff like that. Now we just have an ET, okay, to the back. So we like ETs to the back, TEs away from the back, okay? And how we play the zone to make it cut back to the quarterback. So now we run an ET. We'll give shows and up looks where backers are showing. So now the safety's rolling here. Okay, I like to call cheat a lot against trips, right? 3-by-1 sets. So now you have him rolling out to number 2, okay? And then this outside backer can really show, okay? And then he's dropping to number 3. And this is exactly what we want. So now look at that quarterback. Sorry, the quarterback sees this stuff, sees no one's covering these guys up. He's throwing shit. He goes, hell, I'm going to throw that RPO out here. Well, the safety rolled down, and this safety was a hell of a player, man. He'd blow your ass up. He just runs right through the block. Makes a play for no gain. If he cuts back, you got this outside backer right here in the cutback. No play. Tackle for loss. So, I mean, we can bait him into this stuff if we do a great job of holding and disguising and giving different looks. Okay, now we got here. Okay, same thing. Now we got trips over there. Now this time, instead of an ET, okay, we run a stud cross. So now we're blitzing over here, but instead of the safety replacing, the safety's going to roll down to the strong receiver side, which I like to do, again, because now you match up better. You got the safety rolling down, okay, seeing number 2, and you got the outside backer 3 player. And it helps it can help in the run too, right? Because now you're keeping both inside backers in the box, okay, instead of a safety rolling down. If you like them in the box more, so again, it's a good change up. Where now the quarterback again, he sees RPO. Look at that, sees him uncovered. Safety blows him up. Should have been outside maybe a little bit quicker, but again, not much play. Now the safety does a pretty good job, but what I'm going to tell that safety on that one is he's a little bit too thick on the guy. It's a good job being physical, run through the guy, but make sure your face is outside your gap. Run a little bit more to his outside half of his body, and he would have made the play sooner. But it was still not bad, not a bad job. Now we have another ET2 cheat. Again, now we're going to roll. You're going to see, I like cheat a lot. Obviously, you're going to in trips more. And now the safety holds it. He's down there. Now, again, this is a pretty good job. But these guys do a good job here. He does a good job of blocking this guy. You know, and our outside backer should have been better if he tackled the guy there. Did a shitty job of his leverage, a shitty job of tackling, you know, his inside hip, letting him cut back. But if he makes a tackle there, you know, we're in great shape. It's only a couple yard gain, few yard gain. So it turns into more. Okay. I like to run. They got 4 strong here. I like to run this ET here. That'll help in that zone play in the quarterback, that zone reading. And by cheating it, you're in good shape here. So you got your bubbles and screens out there covered. You should be good on the run because you're going to see on the ET, just what we want. Okay, he's slanting right now. Chase guy, he'll have the dive. Okay, now the nose guard coming around. We'll have the quarterback. So it's pretty good shape. We should be good on the edge. See how it works? Should have been great shape if we could tackle freaking better. I know it's teaching those guys how to freaking tackle. Now this is against mine. Now again here, okay, again we got Tex away now. Now we have another inside linebacker blitz. It's a 3-man exchange stuff with a nose guard and the inside backer slanting outside and the end coming around. Okay, 3-man exchange stuff. Okay, we got cheat. We should be in great shape here. I think he shuffled inside a little bit too much. Now the safety, again, that safety is pretty damn good. Showed it too soon, but he's physical enough to get off the block, disrupt the play, and everybody pursues to the ball. No gain. Pretty good play.
Was that your outside linebacker playing the 3 there backed up?
Yeah, the outside backer's playing the 3. And he's apexing because he knows that safety's rolling down. So his alignment's not bad. But what he does wrong was I'd like to see how he's shuffling inside. There's no reason to. You know, I know he thinks he's got the quarterback, but we're going to have this inside backer playing at the quarterback if he comes in the B gap. He just got outside leverage of the quarterback. So he not bad. He just shuffled inside too much. But technically, the safety should be blowing him in outside. And then if the cuts back, he'll make the play, right? But I tell the safeties or outside backers, if you can't get outside the guy, maybe he's got you turn a little bit. If you can just blow him up, press him, and run him straight back, even if he gets outside on you, usually he's bubbled, taking more time, gives plenty of time for our safeties and everybody else to get there. Does that make sense? So we like to blow him up. So he got turned inside, but he was physical and strong enough where he just fought through the block and got upfield, disrupted the whole play. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, anything you guys got? Here's the exchange. 2 guys slanting, this guy coming around. We like that stunt. Again, that a lot of that text and that stuff is good away from the blitz now, or away from the back for zone read. Okay, now we got the formation into the boundary. Technically, I don't know if I like the call I made here. If they're throwing 3 guys in the boundary, there's not a lot of room. Teams are doing a lot more, at least in our conference. I won't run cheat as much. I still run it some, but I like to stay more in the quarters or something else. But we will still sometimes run cheat. Now I went with a stud field, and now we're rolling away from the blitz because we're called cheat. You know, and actually he runs an RPO, so it's not a bad look here because he's inside here. This guy becomes a 3 player. He would play the bubble, but he saw the quarterback looking right now. And because he stayed on number 3 and didn't widen because the safety rolled, we got a guy right in that window right there. Okay, right in that window. So what happens? The quarterback's got to hold the ball because RPO is quick, right? You got to make a decision, run or throw it. Otherwise, he's got to scramble. And that's what he does. We do a pretty good job. And you'll see it from here. He wanted that, but again, the guy came home later, but he was in that window enough there, and probably that guy, and he saw that safety sliding over, man. He just didn't like it. Hung on to it. Okay, now this is Max again. Exchange between the inside guy and the nose guard for the zone. So we got Max boundary, and we cheated. And again, it can, guys, it's good. It can be good on different runs too, because either way, instead of the safety rolling inside, if you call cover 3, now he's rolling the 2. Now you can get the outside backer in the box more. Now he could be a little bit tighter. He's too wide. They're trying to hold it and disguise it, but now you get him in the box also. And he should have been a little bit closer. That outside back should have been a little bit closer. Because, again, he's a 3 player to 3 players in the backfield. He could be up on the line, folding into B gap. Okay, I'll give those guys a lot of flexibility, those outside guys, how they line. You know, again, he could be a little bit tighter, maybe here. He could be up on the line of scrimmage in this one if you wanted to, technically. So I'll give him some flexibility of that unless I tell him different. But pretty good play. You'll see the zone, you'll see the RPO. My inside backers with right here is a true freshman. He's getting a little bit high, getting his ass handed to him. But it doesn't matter. Other inside linebacker did a pretty good job. He kind of tripped, but he beat the block. Okay. Okay, base sheet. Now, this is just a base call. We're just in a base now, no exchange or nothing. Again, we do a good job. Watch how we hold it now. Do a good job of holding it. Okay, this guy sees one guy out here. He thinks we're in quarters. I guarantee that quarterback thinks it's a quarter because the ball's getting snapped. We roll down on the snap. Should be no play. Now, the safety did a good job trying to take a shot at the guy. Probably could have dipped a little more, got the legs, but at least he disrupted the play, cut back inside to the outside backer. So not a bad play. They got 2-3 yards out of it. See, most RPOs, you guys now know. Sorry to hear you guys. I got to ask a question, but the way we're doing it is most RPOs are to the back, right? If they throw the ball, right? So they're going to fake here, throw to that side. So we'll do some stuff when we get in our next coverage about how we can call our coverage even to the backside. But every once in a while, again, this guy saw trips. Like I said, he saw one guy out there and thought we were playing quarters. Guarantee it. And so he's like, hey, I'm going to take a bubble. I'm going to take the play off the RPO. So now he throws the RPO, the pass, away from the back because that's what he saw. But our safety rolled into it, so not much of a play. Again, our guys do a good job of holding their looks, holding their water, we tell them. Here's Cowboy too cheap. Now, Cowboy, okay, is the nose or the linebacker and slanting inside. Now the nose comes around. He's a contained guy. Okay, now we cheated again. They can't throw it out there. They got to run the ball. Okay. So again, we kind of showed it early because it's bunch because we want to press the point and bunch, which is fine, but it's still with all the exchange stuff going on front, still didn't have a play. You saw him out there, didn't want to throw it, still didn't have a run play. So pretty good job. Okay, now a couple more of these. We'll get in the next coverage. How much time we got?
20 minutes, 15 minutes.
About 20, 15. Okay. I'll speed it up a little bit. Okay, over strong. Now we go into over strong, cheat. Okay, we're cheat to the boundary again. Okay, now again, we got lucky. Now, not many teams boot or roll to the boundary. Teams will do it everyone, but they boot to the boundary. Okay, we cheated over there, so it ended up being a good call, right? We cheated over there. They tried to boot like a roll pass over there, so we got numbers. We got plenty of numbers. This guy's blocking. We got 1, 2, 3 guys in coverage. This guy coming over with this guy. So we got plenty of guys in coverage. Here's our add-on linebacker. Okay. We will never just rush 3 guys. So if we go over strong base stuff with no blitz, our will linebacker is kind of a delayed blitzer. Okay. And so now, because we got still 3 over the top, 4 underneath. Okay. So he sees it. He triggers well to contain the passer. Okay, we got, we got 5 guys over here in coverage on 3 guys because we called cheat. We got lucky. Got lucky, made a good call. He throws it, gets pressure, we get a pick out of it. Pretty good job by the safety. Okay, speed up. Okay, slant show. Now we're slanting the front. We either slant away from the back. Okay, if it's a gun or if it's a pistol underneath the center, we'll slant stronger to the boundary a lot. Man, our black uniforms up. This is our add-on guy. Again, spies a quarterback. He doesn't see him flush. He gets in the window, gets his hand up. Ball got a pick on it. But again, now we're showing kind of pressure. Now he rolls pretty good. Again, just got to watch getting too tight. I'd rather see him instead of roll the 5. I won't mind seeing him just staying right here. So he can see shit better, get a better reroute and all that stuff, especially a 2x2 set. But we get our hands up, pretty good job. You'll see it here. Now we should be slanting to the boundary, which we are. We slant to the boundary. Good job by him mirroring his eyes. With all the quicks and RPOs we get, I like this add-on guy. Now, this guy had 3 picks, had 12 pass deflections. You know, I mean, he did a nice job. Just mirroring that quarterback with all the quicks because of our pressure. Okay, I think we'll go one more of these, and then we'll get 1 or 2 more of these. Okay, stud boundary. Now we got a blitz over here, cheating this way. Safety holds it pretty good. See, misses the reroute, man. Misses the reroute. Got to get something on that guy. I mean, he rerouted a little bit just because of his body. His body had to widen a little bit, so it's not completely horrible. Now, this is mines. You know, again, they went to that championship this year too. You know, we showed enough. They didn't even block the edge guy. We did a good job of holding our look pretty good. Should have got more than that guy, but not horrible. Okay. Our playoff games, Central Washington, again, we're good. We go cheat. Okay, now again, these linebackers, they'll give different looks. He's back here. He shows like he's coming. This guy sees it. I guarantee you. I tell these guys, make them know sometimes you're coming in this. Okay, because we got to cheat. We got the safety rolling down. The safety just needs to do a better job of getting over the top of that guy. Now he's on the inside half. If he's on the inside half, you better be like that one guy and blow the guy's shoulder off, get penetration. Otherwise, you got to get over the top because look at the outside backers right here. That should have been no play for minimal gain. Now that instead they get six yards out of the dang thing. Got to get over the top of that. Okay, this is, I think, one of the last ones. Okay, now this is an example. I want to show you this one. This is an example of that safety rolling too tight. Now he's playing cheat, and I got to jump these guys all the time. They want to get so damn tight. I mean, he getting down to 3 yards. He getting down to 3 yards. He can't see it. Okay. If he's back farther 7, he can see they're faking the bubble and throwing it deep because he's got to run with that guy. That guy's wide ass open right here now. You know, because we're going to say you're going to run with a wheel route. The curl flat guy's running the wheel route. So if he rolls a 6 or 7 yards, he'll see that wheel route better, and he'll see that quarterback fake that because he doesn't need to jump that till he knows it's thrown. And that guy would have been wide open, but he went to the other guy. So we got lucky on that one. So we roll. They can't roll so tight. Okay, now this is kick. Last version, these last 10 minutes or so. Kick now is a call. We call kick to the boundary, to the back. Kick is our version where if we feel they're throwing RPOs to the outside guy, okay, to the outside guy to the back, we can call kick to the back. Okay. If we feel like they're throwing to the outside guy in boundary a lot, we'll call boundary. Sometimes we'll call kick to the field. It's pretty good in trips too. If our safety's not getting there in that cheat and they're throwing bubbles and stuff to the field or that bubble go, kick is really good too. So you'll see a few versions. I'll go through them pretty quick. Okay. And sometimes we'll have these guys in kick. Usually I like them back here and then on the snap roll, okay, to like a cloud or whatever. But sometimes we'll say, hey, press them, act like you're bailing, okay, and then sit on it. Or we run corner blitzes quite often. So we'll say sometimes get up there, act like you're running, faking a corner blitz. That's what he is. Fake like he's running that corner blitz and the quarterback saw him and he's pointing. See it? So that's a pretty good job of baiting that guy. Now, he wasn't looking over there anyway. Maybe that's why. But see what I'm saying? That's a pretty good job by that guy baiting him. And now we got to understand when we kick, okay, real quick on this one, when we kick, okay, he's really the curl flat guy, okay? Okay, now it's a stud. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Now it's a stud. So this guy's blitzing. He's the hook curl guy. Okay, he's the 3-player hook curl guy, this inside guy. Now this outside guy's the 2-player, the curl flat to that side. So you got your two curl flat defenders, and the inside guys are 2 hook curl defenders. We'll go through these pretty quick. Handful. Now we run a 4-man exchange. We got an ET to one side and a sex to the other side. Inside backer, out an end comes inside, then an ET to the other side. Now we kick boundary, so we're kicking here. This time he rolls down, he's going to roll. He's kind of roll inside leverage of the guy and then try to reroute and get some hands on him, give time for that safety. So he does a decent job of staying inside, getting it wide, and see how he reroutes him just by his body. He doesn't need to get a ton on him if he takes 2 steps and the guy automatically widens on his own. That's a reroute. Okay. So he does a decent job of that. Okay. Now he's a curl flat guy. He shouldn't have jumped it so quick. He should have stayed back a little bit, but he kind of baited him. He jumped up and he got back, got his hands on it. Okay. Okay, here's another kick. This is our playoff game against Central Washington. Okay, now we're kicking again to the boundary. See, he holds it and he just squats. Now, sometimes we'll tell him, hey, cheat up a little bit, but we'll have some flexibility with that. But if this ball's thrown over here, he needs to make the play, whether it's a pick or pass breakup. But pretty good coverage here. He's a 2-player, 3-player. He's adding on now. He's the 4th rusher, our add-on guy. And this guy's a hook curl. See the hook curl guy now, that outside backer, he's going to zone back. Okay, this hash area, look for something from the other side or the back coming out. Everything's covered. The add-on guy didn't do a very good job, but the outside guy saved him. Okay. Okay, now we got a TE now. We got a TE away from the back, a TE here, kick boundary. Now, again, he is the 2-player. Okay, now I'd like to see these backers. I'm showing you some motion. Okay, once they see that motion, I would like to see these guys just bump a little bit, just a couple little shuffle steps this way. But that's a pretty good job of taking this quarterback on that stretch read. Fly sweep read. Okay. Okay, here it is. Pretty good against these guys. See how I took it away. Now he wanted to throw it. Okay, we kicked here. Now he should be inside a little bit tighter, but the quarterback saw him there. He had somebody in his face, threw it away. So it did the purpose there on the kick here. Again, we can kick boundary or field depending on what they're doing. And now the outside backer, like I said, he could sit on number 2. He knows the safety's rolling to 1. He's hook curl, so he sits on number 2. He doesn't have to widen. So he sits on number 2. Take them both away, has to throw it away. Again, how we disguise it. Double eagle eye. Kick field. Here's the kick field. Pretty good job. Here you're going to roll inside this guy. It's a better job. We just run a double eagle eye. Some of you guys, linebacker, lad, double eagle eye. We got the inside gaps taken care of. They're in 4 eyes. We'll do that some. Inside backer bumped a little bit, maybe a little too far. Okay, but he needs to be wider because if the corner's rolling field, he's still the 2-player. So he needs to be out here more. And he's apex out there, so he's in good shape. The outside backer's not very good because he's still the 2-player, even though he doesn't widen out to the flat. This backer does a good job of falling back. We say that a lot when we slant. That's why we want everything cutting back. So everybody can fall back. We get these 2 on top of each other. So he's not hitting the front side very much in most of our schemes. Okay. We got ET2 kick field. Okay, now we kick. Sometimes they will press, kind of show it. This safety, obviously, cover 3. He needs to get more over here. But we still, we got enough guys over here. He widened too much. The safety needs, this outside backer needs to go out, out, out. Let him go and sink. Look for 1 coming in and just sink. So the outside backer should have been sinking more in here. And he can sink too. Let him throw the short route, and then we rally to it. Covered him enough, got good pressure, got a pick out of this thing. ET. Now we got an ET2, kick field. Again, sometimes when we show, okay, we're going to get out of it late, that's fine. You reroute somebody wide and sit right there. Kick is also can be good for the roll pass, like I said, the sprint out. So we got plenty of guys over here. We got the corner out in the flat. You got nowhere to go. Got to tackle. That's a pretty good job. So kick can be good. It's a good change instead of just cheating 3 all the time to that trips to those sprint outs, roll passes, and boots in those trips formations. And you got a few more slant, kick field. Again, I want to show this one. This it can be good for, like I said, this kind of a bubble go. Okay, these guys rapping because this guy will see it. He'll see the rap, see it, and he just sat with it. And I think we got damn near got a pick out of the damn thing. So when they're doing those dickum plays here where they're rapping and shit, rolling, with the kicks, even a safety's better than a linebacker doing it because usually they're not looking at the same stuff. They're a little bit tighter and they don't see it. So this kick is good for that stuff too. Now, I'd like to see him get a shot on this guy. I'd like to see him just bump this guy a little bit, reroute him a little bit, but pretty good. Now, this is not a very good job. I mean, it's what we want. Okay, we got Overstrong. We're kicking the field. He should be rolling down. He shouldn't be chasing that guy. Okay, he should be rolling down, collision this guy, maybe getting inside. He's got obviously see number 2. 2 goes out. He needs to go to number 2 right now. So that's not very good. We got lucky. Should have done a better job on that. Here's kick field, roll pass. Again, this Mines, and they were in that championship game. They're rolling this way. This is perfect. We kick right to it, called it right. We get a pick of it. That's a great job by the corner. See him in his kick. Can't throw right away. Bumped him, but he saw the quarterback looking. He sunk. Great job. Now, the dumbass should have scored. Outrun the old tackle. You guys believe that? Run that fat old tackle. Instead, he cuts inside. You believe that? Guy runs a 4.4, and we would have won the game. We would have beat him. Said we lose. We would have won the game if you would have stayed outside. Gosh, dang it. Just kill you. Kill you. Anybody have that? That's the gist of it. Anybody have, since we only got a couple of minutes, just if anybody's got any questions on anything at all?
You're doing the cheat, you're sending your outside backer on the blitz, and your safety is coming up to play the 2 position. What do you tell him on his read? Is he reading through the end man on the line of scrimmage? The safety has rolled up?
I can't quite hear you. Said when your outside backers are and that safety's rolling. I got my volume turned up. Okay, go ahead. Try it again.
So when your outside backer is blitzing, your safety is coming up. Are you having your safety read the end man on the line of scrimmage?
No, safety. That's where it's different. That's a good question. The safety's reading number 2. Okay. That's how we always kind of did it. I'm different with the outside backers. When my outside backers are in that position, because they're up there, I have them read that last man line scrimmage to the backfield, really reading the backfield more, seeing the exchange, okay? Seeing that quarterback, running back exchange. But safeties are so trained reading receivers that when they roll down, he's going to roll down, see number 2. That's why we'll have some communication calls with the backers. If they see that back, because everybody scats protections a lot. A lot of times they don't keep the back in. They'll flare them a lot. When that outside or inside backer sees that back flare, they will holler push, push. So when that safety hears push, he knows he's got somebody coming, right? That back flaring, so he can leave that guy. And then when that outside backer, or if the outside backer's blitzing, it's inside backer's a 3-player, he will push to number 2, and that safety will widen through number 1, underneath number 1 to the back to number 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I've always learned any type of zone coverage, we got to do a great job of communicating. Push, out, in, cross, or whatever, and so those guys got to communicate that stuff. And they have done that one because the safety's reading number 2, just like you said. I mean, he won't see that coming because he's reading number 2. All right. Anything else? Anybody? Any other questions you have on that? Well, if you guys ever have any questions, email me. shoot me a text. I don't know. Davis has got all my contact stuff. I didn't put it up there. My DB coach will be talking. He's really good. He'll PowerPoint. He's a young guy. He'll have all these PowerPoints and have all his stuff up. But if you guys ever need anything at all, let me know. If you want me to send you drill tapes or anything on anything, let me know.
Thanks, Coach.
All
We
right.
appreciate it.
Hey, great
Don't-
seeing you guys, man. Hopefully see a lot of you this summer.
Don't get hurt out on the slope today,
What?
because you're going skiing, are you? Be careful. out there.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go skiing for a little bit. We're close. I heard you guys got a shitload of snow up
Yeah,
there.
we're breaking records right now.
That's what I
It's,
heard. Crazy. Wow. All
it's,
right, man. Enjoy, guys. Good seeing you.
All right. Thanks, Todd. Take care,
Later.
man.